Blessed evening to you, sir.
Yes, and blessed evening to you. And we thank you for joining us on the gallery this evening. Congratulations on winning and I'm looking forward to segment. Once again, no stranger to this programming from way back in the days of Feather up until today. So just big up
Yes,
yourself and thank you for joining us here this evening. So how does it feel winning once again on this program?
it's really a joyful feeling, Definitely a joyful feeling. And with a brand new song as Ballin', you know, touching hearts, it's really a blessing.
So, brand new song, "Ballin' in the Streets,"
Yes, definitely.
and because we're gonna hear that just now, and I'm probably gonna hear you sing a little bit of that as well. But the song "Ballin' in the Streets," other than obvious, what's that song about? What was your motivation behind the writing of that song, "Ballin' in the Streets"?
Yeah, I want to say, blessed evening to you and to all those that locked in this moment. Well, Balling in the Street is one of those songs that, it's really pointing out to us as mankind to let us understand that, okay? We need not to lose ourselves to the things of this world, for one. Also, we see we are in the system that we are in now, living our lives as human beings, as the Almighty has given us creation to live and to unite and be as one. But we see there's a system behind the divine system fighting against mankind and causing turmoil and destruction upon creation. So Balling is just one of those songs that crying out and pointing out things and to let mankind know that don't lose yourself in spite of what is going on. Hold yourself together, stand strong. Remember, at the end of the day, the earth belongs to the meek. Those who trust in Yahweh and his doings and his principles will overcome.
So as you were speaking about, you're known as the King, Malakia. How long have you been the king, and what is your dominion that you're ruling over?
Oh, from a barn, me are the king, From a barn. From a barn. I am a king, but definitely I'm a male figure. For one and father say, if we count it not, robbery, people call themselves, he's the king of all kings. But him give we honor if we call ourselves king just the same. So I rule in another dominion, meaning, to embark upon my gifting and to bring forth it to the world with clarity, to uplift the nation, to find persons more and more, to, walk in obedience to the Father, to find the gifting in yourself as the same. So in other dominion, just to carry out my purpose and to be humbled in the sight of our Father, that him can use me to the best, yes, each day.
So we're talking to the King, Malakia, and of course, explain to people the meaning of your name as well. Would a little bit of the King still be in there as well?
Well, a Malak is someone who carry a message.
Right.
Okay, you would hear them say angel. Angel is a messenger who carry a message. Well, in Hebrew, you would have a Malak, which is the same thing. So I am a messenger for Yah. Because as you can hear, Malaki, yeah. So I carry forth a message for Yahweh the Almighty within songs. Or within whatever I'm doing, because worship is a lifestyle. So whatever I do, it's supposed to depict and bring forth, the light of the Father. So as the scripture would say, let your light so shine forth that others can see the good work and bring glory to the divine. So my name meaning a messenger and also a king.
So once again, we're talking to King Malakia here on the gallery as he's joining us to win up the Looking Forward segment from last week. And once again, we did mention, numerous entries here on the gallery from back in the days of Feather all the way up until today. He's been doing this for a good while. Let people know about your personal, musical journey.
Well, definitely. From 012. For instance, I start out on a serious, start out serious meaning, say, I want to do this, full time. And from there and then, I start Vice with other producers. I just embark upon my journey and start, enlarge my body with everything that I do. So here it is, even tonight now, I just have a brand new EP that out on the 16th of October, which is my Earth Strong, where I release a 7-track EP, and the list goes on, this song that come now in the gallery, which is a brand new single, just the same, Balling in the Street, is also, the advance, the enlargement of what I love to do, music. So the journey continues, and here I am.
And based on this, I will say, I ask you this as well. What do you feel is the state of reggae music, today, and I guess your need to bring forth a message, during these times?
What I see with the music nowadays, persons don't understand the real purpose and the role that we get and the mandate that we get as persons who get gifted. As Father would said, players of instruments and singers, my springs are in thee. So Father is depending on us to bring forth a message in the universe, because if we corrupt the music, we corrupt the nation, we corrupt the generations. Okay? Because music is that entity that speaks to the deepest core of a man, in the deepest part of any man. Because you will just listen to a song and go to your bed. And by you wake up in the morning, it's like the song that resonates within you whatsoever. So all of us as players of instruments and singers have a mandate to bring forth music of substance to be a blessing in a generation, and that mankind can see the Father for who he is. The state that the music is in right now, a material gains man only see music for. Them not see it as the vehicles that can change society and can make a difference. So many of who are doing music now is just for the glam and the glitz, and not understanding that all is vanity, and no care how much glam and glitz we get at the end of the day, it will perish away and we are going to leave it here just the same. So it's purpose over that. Substance over hype. Yeah.
So at this time, as we're speaking to King Malakia, we're going to get into your brand new song, the winner song of the Looking Forward segment, available on your streaming platforms. This is Ballin' in the Streets.
Be still. I see they cooking up lies to hide the truth. And balling in the streets now. Vampire hunting the souls of the weak. Yes. Balling in the streets now. But I know the hurt belongs to the meek. Please run away from the council of the heathens. They're here to bring darkness to your soul. I know this world must be replenished. Yes, and in the end, Yahweh will sit on the throne. So don't you lose yourself now for material gains. Don't sell yourself short for no fortune and fame. Balling in the streets now. Oh, now vampire hunting the souls of the weak. Oh, balling in the streets now. But I know the earth belongs to the weak.
And as we have King Malakia here, we don't need to listen to the Sire song. We have him live in the building, so we want to hear him sing a little bit of this song live, so we can know that we are speaking to the real King Malakia and not an imitation that stepped in this evening.
Naturally, man. Balling in the streets now. Vampires hunting the souls of the weak. Yes, falling in the streets now, but I know the hurt belongs to the meek. Mm. Please run away from the counsel of the heathens. They're here to bring darkness to your soul. I know this world must be replenished. Yes, and in the end, Yahweh will sit on the throne. So don't you lose yourself no for material gains. No sell yourself short for no fortune and fame. Balling in the streets now. Vampire hunting the souls of the weak. Yes, falling in the streets now, but I know the hurt belongs to the meek. Righteousness alone will exalt the nation, man. Naturally, man.
Yes, so that's the king, the real king, right here in the gallery. Thanking you for joining us this evening here on the gallery. As also, you're the winner of the Looking Forward segment, and definitely, been playing your music for a good while right here, probably for quite a few years. Once again, as we mentioned, from the time of Feather all the way up until now. We'll hear Feather just now as well. So you mentioned your messenger, using the music to bring forth your message. You also mentioned that that today music is basically about vanity. Artists out there today are looking for music for vanity, for money, for fame, and not bringing forth anything positive. So how do you feel that you fit within the mix of things? Like what would separate you from everybody else? Because if a lot of people out there are doing that, where do you find your niche?
Well, all right. Nothing going wrong with getting the money and all that life off. Nothing go wrong with it. It's about don't set your heart on it. Mm-hmm. And we see we're in most persons nowadays setting their hearts on the vanity and not finding their purpose in the Almighty. So they are gone contrary to the whole duty. So this is the problem that we are having in our society now. Mankind craving for the vanity and not knowing their purpose in the Almighty. So what would set me apart, definitely, it's all about, Father says, seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High. Seek his kingdom first, and his ways and his principles. So within everything that I do pertaining to my music or my lifestyle, me have to look back to the principles of what the Almighty want of me to do. And you don't know Yahweh name resound out there, And we see enough persons that want to call the name of the Father. We see a lot of idol worship run around the street and so they must spread message. And they know them Father, so we are called forth for the players of instruments them and the singers them to come bring back Yahweh, the message in music, and spread it in Yahweh name straightforward. You see me I say?
Yeah.
So that are the separation.
So big up yourself, King Malakia, for joining us here on the gallery this evening. I'm gonna take you a little further back than Feather right at this time. I know you remember all of the stuff you said, but once again, everybody that's listening, we're talking to King Malakia here on the gallery right here on Crib Power Jam Radio, as he's talking about music, and this is the music for your soul.
Now that we found love, baby girl, we need to look no further. No, you must be heaven sent. For you I will jump in the wire fence. 'Cause every time I'm around you, girl, it's like music to my soul, fire in my bones. And I love it when your arms around me, and show me that you care and love me without fear.
Just wanted to throw that in. Music to my soul, from the King Malakia. So anything you want to leave for the listening audience? Any message that you want to give to them at this time?
Yes, man, definitely. As balling in the street, I go forth, to each and every one. Balling in the street, the earth belongs to the me. People, wake up, wake up. Too much persons who call themselves entertainers now asleep. Too much persons who, being at the medium of music now, really, need to be awake because they don't understand the whole duty and the whole role right and what we're supposed to play in a society. You see me? I say, we're supposed to fight back each generation, each language or tongue of people back to the Almighty and make them know, because once you have music, that is a spring within you with the Most High send you forth to bring forth a blessing to the universe and to change a person's heart and to find persons in the right way. So remember, my people, wake up and remember I said, the word said, if we seek ye first the kingdom of the Father, and everything will be added unto our life after. So that are the waking call for myself and both my brothers and sisters. Find a purpose in the Almighty and let him use you as a vessel that you can be a blessing in the society. Without that, you're going to perish more around here. Because remember, the system we're in is a vampire system. And Babylon system must fade. So don't get lost in the system and go fade with the system. Or the awakening caller.
And we thank you for joining us. Also, forgot to mention, forgot to ask, what is your location?
Well, I'm currently right here in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. And for one, you don't know, I want to say big up to my promoter, Miss Christine Randall. She's supposed to lock in just right now. You don't know. My backbone, definitely have to bless her up, big her up. I'm currently residing in Jamaica, still in Jamaica here, still have sent forth the music here, there, and everywhere across the world. I want to say thanks to you just the same. I want to say to those who locked in just the same, remember to check me out on my YouTube channel, which is King Malakia Blake. IG King Malakia Music, all right? My Facebook now is Garfield Blake. All right, check me out, my people. My music is right out there on all social media platforms. All those that locked in currently right now, blessing, Natalie is supposed to lock in just the same, you don't know. Bless up yourself, Queen. Each and every one that locked in and take that special time here, thank you all. And thank you for having me, sir, once again. And blessing to all those that vote for me.
And thank you for joining us here this evening. So if you find yourself in New York, because we have so much of your music to get into, as you see, I just pulled out something from the vault, but I got much more here. So if you find yourself in New York, we definitely like to have you in studio as well. So this is the King Malakia right here in the gallery. Gonna play another one of his tunes, his first tune that he won on the Looking Forward segment here on the gallery called Feathers. So thank you for joining us, and definitely God bless to you.
Blessing.
A queen. Girl, you are my queen. Whoa. Girl, only you can touch me, make me feel like a king. Whoa. You gave me that peace and joy within. Right, I know me like a feather. Can go through any stormy weather. With your love I can conquer. Girl, I need you and no other. Cause every time when we touch, it's like I'm in heaven. Ooh. And having you, oh girl, I received your blessing. Yeah. And everybody say no that I'm changed since I'm being with you. But every words they say it's true, cause it turned my gray skies to blue. But woman, I want you to know that you're not just another girl. But woman, I want you to know that you're the center of my world. And only you can touch me, make me feel like a king. You gave me that peace and joy within. Right, I know me like a feather. Can go through any stormy weather. With your love I can conquer. Girl, I need you and no other. Ooh, she tell me come around, but this beauty they could not find, 'cause they were blinded by vanity. Yeah. So many come and
So that is further from King Malaki, who we just spoke to. I do want to thank you all for joining us in the gallery here this evening.